Alright, if you peep here, there's this group called Purple Moss Paradise on Facebook. And basically what I did was I stumbled upon a post, and I asked a question to a female about the purple moss, and she redirected me to this site. And then when I got here to this site, I immediately asked one of the people in the site, I'm like, how can I get me some of this purple moss? And they actually had some extra, and they sold me some. Okay? Now, no matter what it is, no matter what anybody says, I like to do my own research. And so, when I went out there and I did go and do the research, come to find out, the Irish moss that I had wasn't legit. It was artificial. And basically, you have an Irish moss where they'll actually grow it in a brine pool. Basically, they'll just grow it in a salt pool, and it won't have the natural flow. Like, they'll try and give it the ebb and flow of the ocean, but it won't have the same feel, and it won't have the same effect, and it won't have the same nutrient content because it's grown unnaturally. They showed a picture here. Take a look at this. All right. They showed a picture here, which was basically showing the difference in the Irish moss. And Dr. Sebi, he actually says a little clip about this on here. So just click on the link on my page and just read into, how the Irish moss grows in the ocean, and how it's actually, the real Irish moss and the stuff that you're actually supposed to be taking, because we be taking the wrong stuff. Because you see right here, that right there is the stuff that I got. That's the stuff that I should have, but that's the stuff that I got. All right. This right here is what the stuff I got looks like. It should look like that over there. That right there is the purple Irish moss. That right there is the quote-unquote organic. Because they can say it's organic if they just put it in a pool with some water. You know what I'm saying? They can still say that it's organic, even though it really isn't. But what I wanted to do was, I just wanted to show y'all something. All right? Now look here. See this? Show y'all on the light. Let me just. Bruh, really? Move out of the way. Because I made a video about this before, and I actually thought I had the right one. Yeah, it wasn't the right one. So you see this? This right here, like, look at how many elements this is missing. You know what I'm saying? And they even said on there, on the link that I put on my page, it even said it's saltier, it's covered in salt. And it's because this just sat in a brine pool. It was just in a brine pool. They took a piece of some real stuff, put it in there, put it in a brine pool, and they just had to keep growing and growing and growing and growing. Okay? Now, this right here is what I got from the purple group. Now, even if I come over here in the light, like, look at that. You know what I'm saying? I was actually looking in here, and I'm dead serious. I lied to you not. I swear to God, I think I saw like a crustacean or something up in here. Because ain't no way in hell. Where the heck was it? There was something up in here, man. When I got this thing, look, like all the way down here. All the way down here. Like, look, right there. Like, right there. Like, what is that? That look like it's a crab or something up in here. Hold on, let me just get this joint up out of here. I really want to know if that's like a crab or something. And yeah, yo, that's like that's like a crustacean. That's something with like billions of years of evolution right there. Now, let me put my little guy back over there. Put my little crab over there. That was in my Irish moss. Okay? This guy right here. He was up in the purple Irish moss. Okay? Now, why was he up in here? I'm going to tell y'all why he was up in here. He was up in here because this Irish moss right here is selected all the way down off the coast of Jamaica. And you can see like the color that it has here. All right. It was selected off the coast of Jamaica. Like literally, if you go to this website and you go to join this, you'll actually realize that they will be out every now and then because they're not allowed to dive, because the divers aren't allowed to dive. So sometimes the site might be out because they're not allowed to dive to actually go get this. But this is the legit stuff right here. This purple Irish moss. I'm gonna take a chunk. I'm gonna take a chunk here, and I'm gonna put it in some water. I'm gonna let it soak up in there, and I'm gonna make something out of it. But I just wanted y'all to take a look so that you can actually get a good, nice view at what Dr. Sebi really meant when he was talking about Irish moss. When he was talking about Irish moss, this is what he was talking about right here. Okay, he was talking about this stuff. Okay, this is the real legit stuff right here. This isn't like that fake stuff. Dudes put the diving equipment on, they go down, they swim, they grab this, they stuff it in a bag with all the crustaceans and crabs in it, just like I shown you, and the next thing you know, it ends up on your doorstep. You know what I'm saying? No bleaching, no brine pools, no fakeness. So, yeah. Purple Irish moss, real Irish moss. Okay? Purple paradise. Get with it. And the anti-inflammatory and the mucus thing of this, see, a lot of y'all out there didn't even know, because I didn't, about this legit Irish moss out here. So you actually were thinking you were getting some benefits from that other stuff, and that wasn't even it. So you can only imagine once you put that real, you know, that real Dr. Sebi up in you, you know what I'm saying, how much of a difference it's gonna make. And you can even see, you know, the more natural and the more, you know what I'm saying? And the smell of it is a very, very natural smell. It's very natural smelling. But yeah, I just wanted to put y'all on to that. All right? Purple Irish moss. Okay? Go to the group Purple Paradise. You know what I'm saying? Later. Do your research too. Do your research too. You know? I don't know it all. Do your research.